Hello, welcome to the PI Online, Eve's mouse clicking simulator. For a long time, PI was sort of unspoken child of the industry in Eve Online, but with the recent 2021 changes, it became main pillar of the industry for most. For setting up PI, you will be needing friendly system with friendly customs offices, such as these ones, by Brave, and you will be needing an industrial, such as Tyra, and then command centers for the type of planet you will be dropping them on. For setting up, you will need Omega character, then you will need to go to planet management, and you will see 5 skills. The basics are consolidation, you can have maximum 6 planets per character, you will start with 1, and every level will add 1. Command center upgrades. This will give you more upgrades to the command centers on the planet. Remote sensing, this is for scanning the planet. Then when you click here on the left side, there is an icon of a planet, Planetary Industry. This will show you how many planets you can build on. For me, it is 5 planets because I have interplanetary consolidation on level 4. You can unlock level 5, but that usually takes so much time to train, so the easier thing is to create a new character on your account, which is Omega, and then you can have maximum 3 characters per account, each having 5 or 6 planets. That will give you a lot of clicking, but it's always easier than training 5. This comes handy when you have, for example, I don't know, several accounts of Sino tunes, of capital tunes, of weird alts that you never use, and you can make side income. To drop your command center, you need to be in system. You will go to the system, you will select the planet you want to use, right click, view, you will get the model of the planet. You have 2 buttons, build, scan. You have to scan first. For scanning there is a slider here. You will not see anything unless you click this here first. These are the items that can be built on the planet. If the slider starts here on the lowest, the heat map will be dependent on how you slide it. The most resources are in the white here. So if you go slightly bit up, you can see that there are huge sources of aqua liquids or heavy metals, which is here all around. There are some microorganisms, so they have different heat maps. And if you don't see them, just lower the thing here. And for me, I want to do either aqua liquids because there is the most of them, or heavy metals. I will choose aqua because with the PI changes, there is a lot of need for these resources for building ships, for building caps, so I will do aqua. I will slide this slider so there is just a little bit of them, and I can see the biggest part is here and here. I will click build, click ice command center that I have in my ship, and put it somewhere. Doesn't matter where. Can be here, can be here. So for example here, submit. Okay, so that's the start. Then you will need to click your command center, just click it. There is a little icon here, upgrade. Click and select the upgrade. This depends on the skill that you have. The skill is command center upgrades. So if you have level 4, you will be able to upgrade to the level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Makes sense. Then upgrade. With the upgrade selected, you will click here, submit. This will just place it on the planet, and it will deduct some ISK for the upgrade. And then you can start building. For building, you will have extractor, basic industry, advanced industry, storage, and launchpad. Create link. So each of these ones. So these are the planetary basic industry factories that will build water from the units that I will extract. You do not need to put extractor there. You can basically build all this until your power grid is full and link it, and then drop aqua liquids into launch pads, and it will just suck the water and make the product. But for me, I will do the extractor. So extractor, middle, there is a range you will see here as a shadow. So you want that range to be inside this part, and you will click submit. Now you have extractor planned. What I want to do now is link all these factories. So I create link here, and I click here, here, this one with this one, this one with this one, and I want them to be linked with the launchpad. And then I want the launchpad with the storage, and same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you will need to link the extractor. Click extractor, link it to the storage. I will explain why. Submit. So the launchpads are used as, for example, an airfield for this, and it transfers the goods from the planet to the customs office where you can then just take them, or backwards from the planet to the office, from the office to the planet. Doesn't matter which way. It is used to get the stuff onto the planet or out of it. Then there is the storage unit, which is basically a warehouse, and this has the storage of 12,000 compared to the launch site, which is 10,000 meters. And here you will be placing all this stuff that you will produce from the extractor to the storage. And that's what because the stuff that you get from the extractors is quite bulky, and it is used immediately in these factories that we will set up later. So it will just ease up our production line. You can stop with the P0, so you can just have extractors building into the storage sites and then export them out of the planet. But to make a use of the factory, I want to do something from these resources and build something from them so that it's not so bulky when I export it. Okay, so I will click my extractor, left click, and there are several icons here. There is a slider with cycle, there is time remaining, nothing really important right now because it's not working yet. You will click here this button, install extraction program. And what happened? Everything is gone. Because you will need to select the resource again. I want aqua liquids here. So it's back there as it was. There is a slider here. This is the duration of the pool. It's like setting up moons or stuff. It's basically how long the extractor will work, and then you will need to reset it. I will set it for 1 day, because then the cycle will be 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes, this little box will be producing me amount of aqua liquids. And the cycle depends on the duration. So if you go to 2 days, your cycle will be much larger. And for me, it's best to do like 1 day and log in every day and click reset, and it will build. Okay, nothing is happening right now, so I click here on the side. There are several balls, whatever, and if you click them, you will get options until there are no more options remaining. For example, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Okay, so I will click start extraction, or first, this would give me 57,000 units, but I can do it better. I can have 8, then I can just grab and slide these here. So these are your extractor heads, and if you put them here, it will actually increase the yield of the extractors. So this will, for example, give us, as you see, 206, and here it's 250. So I want the highest units, because why not? 252, for example. This 8 will give me the same as those 9 that I had. So I will now click Start Extraction. And the cycle will start until I submit. So I submit. Okay, now it starts to do stuff, and there is a cycle of 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes I will get 25,000 units. So when the cycle ends here, after 15 minutes, it will give 25,000 units of the aqua liquids, and it will not put them anywhere because it's not linked yet. So first I need to go here on the second item here, products, and you see it's not routed, which means that there is no plan for moving this stuff. And what I do is I click this, create route, and then just left click on the storage and create route. And I get a notification that there is too much stuff going on. That's fine, because if you have too much stuff going on, you will need more power grid. So just close and click on this little thing here, that is the route. And the link here, you can upgrade this. So that's like, for example, a highway. You want a field road into highway, and you will upgrade, submit, and now it has more power. So now when it's a highway, go to products, click create route, click storage. So you want the goods from here into storage, create, submit. Now it's blue, all is fine. This will produce the aqua liquids, they will go to storage. Then for the basic planets, there is these tier 1 items that you can build. But the thing that you want to build is the stuff that you are extracting. And as I saw that from my aqua liquids here, I can build water because it's required for water only. So I will click my factories and select water, install, and now it asks, where do you want to put these products? And I want to put these products into Launchpad and create route and submit, and then repeat. Water, Launchpad, create, submit, and this into here, create, submit, repeat for all those basic factories that we have. So I want this here, create. That's why it's the Eve clicking simulator. Okay, a little bit fast forward. I clicked all, but you don't have to click submit for everyone. You can just click route, click route, click route, click route, and then at the end submit. But if something bad happens, then your jobs are not submitted. So if I were to like drop this window, I would not have these for routed. So I will click submit now, and they know they should produce water. They know they should produce water, and for me, I know that I have a little bit of energy there that I can use for building fifth one, because there is a power grid here. So I can do fifth, submit, and link. So it will build a little bit more. And it's saying that you should read their message, not sure why, loading, and click submit. So now I have 9 factories, and these factories are not producing anything because they don't have anything to produce from. So we need to route again. They will produce to launchpads, but they will get their resources from the storage. So I will click the storage, click here on the routes, and there is aqua liquids. So I will go click this, create route, and again click the factory left. It will need 3000 units. Create a route. Okay, and I will go again, click, 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 select, create, click, 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 create. And again, click, 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 create. So as you see, they are now yellow, which means they have stuff coming into them and they have stuff coming out of them when they will have the resource. You will click submit and finish also these ones on this side. Okay, so we have all of them set up. I will click submit, and now only thing that remains is waiting. So every 15 minutes the extractor will produce 25,000 units, which will go to the storage. I click routes, I can see all my routes from the storage, so it will give 32,000 units, and every factory will need 3,000 units, and from those 3,000 units it will build 20 waters, which will go to the launch pad. So there is 20, 20, 20, 20 here, that will be 80, and the cycle is 30 minutes to build one batch of water. So 15 minutes will give you this, 30 minutes will give you 20 waters per factory. Okay, so this is happening, and you don't have to do anything for the next 24 hours. For example, I had set up a planet earlier. This was for something else, but let me show you here. This is similar planet. It's ocean, but I wanted to do water or bacteria, I guess, microorganism. Yeah, so this is microorganisms. It's on the ocean planet, and I wanted to do extractor, storage, then I wanted to do launch pads. This is the center that can or may not be linked, depends on you how you want it, but it gives you extra launch pad with a little bit of the cargo there. And then these units, basic factories, producing tier 1 bacteria from microorganisms. So again, extracting goes to storage, storage is routed, the routes are coming here into the factories, and the blue ones are going to the launch pads. So if I click factory, I will get 3000 micros into bacteria, and the bacteria are here into launch pads. And the launch pad is a storage that you can then use to move this stuff and sell them on market or use them in your own productions. So to do that, I will just, for example, click this launch pad, click this rocket here, and just grab the bacteria and slide them to customs office. And you will see there is a cost of 14,000 units. So here I will go and click transfer. Okay, now I can just cancel with escape my overview, and now I will go and grab them with my Tyra, but you should use epistles because they are the PI ships. Okay, in my window here on the right there is a planet which has like a small overview of the items that are on the planet. So for example, this one has 420 bacteria there, and it has 6000 microorganisms. But what I want to do is that it has also my stuff there, which is the customs office, and I want to warp to this within 0 with my ship. I'm leaving this open, and as I warp, I will open my cargo hold like this, and we go warping, warping, warping to this planet, which is our planet, and it has the customs office, which looks like this alcohol bottle, whatever. And when you're here, you will just click and drag the bacteria from the customs office to your ship. Now you have them in your cargo, and when we are there, we'll just go back home where we were, warp back, You can now close the office. You can admire your cargo, or you can begin setting up new planets. But it's a lot of clicking, and I believe it should be easier because, for example, if you should use something like this, I'm not sure why you cannot select all the factories and route them, or select all these ones and route them into here as single entity, but I mean, CC please. Okay, and now we are docked in the Fortizar. My cargo is 700 bacteria worth, nearly nothing, because after 24 hours you should be getting about 5 million ISK worth of the T1. That is after 24 hours. So if you have 5 planets, that's 25 mil times 3 tunes, that's 75 mil times several accounts, you know, the math goes up. But this is just basic T0 to T1, and you can start from there. But bacteria and water is what is used nowadays on the ship build, so I mean they will be used. And just transfer that to the item hanger in the fort, and you would just put them on the market where you want to sell them or use them, whatever. So okay, this is the basics. Then I can just make another tutorial on how to do stuff from those basics into higher levels. Bye bye.